Good evening, Center Merchants families. This is Dr. Masera, and I'm here with a video update for the week ending Friday, November 20th, 2020. I know if you've been following the news, you're seeing that some infection rates are rising in Suffolk County, and that has a lot of people concerned, as we should be concerned. Recently, local communities, Hampton Bays and Riverhead, have had to implement testing in these schools. I was a part of the planning for that and can tell you that these are proactive measures and that there are actually no active yellow, orange, or red zones as per the governor's microcluster ratings on Long Island. However, there were some concerns, and it was important to find out truly what the infection rates were in those communities. Testing in schools is something that does have to happen in the event that infection rates locally rise. At this time, Center Merchants has not been informed that there is any problem. However, in the event that we do become part of a yellow zone, we would be implementing some school-based testing for COVID-19. That would entail testing upwards of 20% over a 2-week period of all of the in-person students, faculty, and staff. This is strictly voluntary, and we would be working toward a willingness to test survey that we would be pushing out. We are not yet doing that because we are not required to do so. However, I do want the community to understand that this is something that could happen if infection rates in Suffolk County and on Long Island tend to rise. But one of the things I want to emphasize is that what we are doing in school works. Up in Monroe County, upstate near Rochester, they were a yellow zone. And when they tested in their schools, they tested over 3,500 people and found that the infection rate in their schools was a 0.17%. Very, very low, almost no positive cases. What we're finding is that that's happening everywhere. Since September, the Suffolk County Department of Health Services has examined over 900 cases, positive cases, in 300 plus schools in the county. And they have indicated that the quarantines that have arisen from those have not resulted in another positive case of quarantine. Schools are not a vector for spread of this virus, and that we know, because what we're doing in schools works. Universal masking, maintaining social distance, and focus on hand and respiratory hygiene with a real emphasis on hand washing is what we need to be doing, not just in our schools, but in our communities. Our hybrid model has been effective in that it has eliminated several, because of our reduced density and because of our alternating day schedule, it has reduced the possibility of having to have a large scale quarantine. So what I can tell you is in conversations with the governor's office, conversations with our county executive, we do not want our schools to close. We want our schools to remain open. We believe that keeping our schools open is good for everyone. There are 5 reasons I would cite. Number 1, kids learn more in person. We know that to be true, and we want to keep that going. We want to increase our opportunities to learn in person. We know that we believe children are safer in schools. And by safer, I mean physically, socially, and emotionally. Kids are safer because they're in a place where we can control the environment and not expose them to the potential virus. Socially and emotionally, they're more connected, they've got a routine, and that helps them from a social and emotional standpoint. So we do believe overall children are safer in schools. Knowing that the infection rates in schools is so low throughout the state, throughout the country, and certainly here in Center Merchants, we know that keeping kids in schools actually will serve to reduce community spread because there will be less people out there in the community intermingling without following the proper safety protocols. Keeping schools open also provides, and I would never call our teachers daycare providers, but it does provide a service to our community and our essential workers so that they can do the good work they have to do to keep us safe in our hospitals and healthcare centers. Keeping schools open keeps our economy viable. People are out there working, making for a productive workforce. We do not want to go back to March where everything shut down. If things have to shut down and there is an economic slowdown, People can still get to work that need to get to work if schools are open. So for those reasons, I know our governor, I know our county executive are all behind making sure that we do everything we can to keep our schools open and that schools are a last resort. I know there was a rumor out there that schools might close after Thanksgiving for a couple of weeks. That's just a rumor, and that's not something that anyone is subscribing to. We believe that if we do the right things, if we avoid travel to restricted locations, if we maintain the rules around social gatherings and keep it to our close family contacts, that we can all be safe. What's most important is that you understand that our highest priority is the health and safety of our students and staff. We believe that we're doing a great job. I'm proud of our teachers. I'm proud of the work that they're doing. This is not easy, but they're doing remarkable work in the interest of providing a quality education to your kids and trying to attend to their academic, social, and emotional needs. So please know that that's our commitment. That's first and foremost in our thinking. I'll ask for you to strengthen the partnership that we already have. Your support means everything to us. But I will ask that if, in fact, there are any positive cases out there, that you utilize our online portal. There are cases that happen, and sometimes we don't hear about them. So if you happen to have that, please call the school and let us know. But there is a link on our website for COVID reporting. It basically asks you for your name, the location of where a test was administered, and the onset of symptoms so that we can do what we need to do to report it and do the contact tracing that's necessary to help our local Department of Health Services. And please know that quarantines are not just not coming to school. Quarantines would mean that the quarantined individual must stay in their home for 2 full weeks. That's a long time. And we want to avoid that. So we want to stay safe. We don't want to see spread, and we are not seeing spread in our schools. Senator Mauritius, I'm proud of the work that our team is doing here, and I'm proud of all the kids and the way they've risen to the challenge. You have wonderful children, and we are blessed and lucky to have them in our schools. Thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the time to watch, and I hope you all have a blessed Thanksgiving, and we'll see you soon.